Kia ora, you're watching NZOWN. Today we are joined by MC Speakeasy and DJ Scotty B from the band Kolab. Welcome to the show, guys.
How's it going?
Thanks for having us.
Good, thank you. Good, thank you. Now, this would be your first time on NZOWN, I would say, yes?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So, what has taken you so long? Because we've been keeping an eye on you guys for some time. You've obviously released a bit of material in the past, which has done some good things on alternative radio. But now you're starting to bust on through that little layer of skin at the surface.
I think we wanted more stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
and so we waited till now because we've got like albums coming out and tour and all sorts. Before we were just like, you know, doing good on the alternate stations, but now it's growing.
Expanding.
Now, when you say alternative stations, obviously you've got a slightly different slant to many hip-hop bands that we've heard from in New Zealand. How would you describe what it is that Kolab does?
Conscious hip-hop. Basically, it's just not about bling or anything like that. It's just about relationships, life in general, things that we deal with.
Lots of fun. Gotta have fun.
Yeah, I'll just stick it in front of your face and then you say something. No, so when you're actually writing your material, when you say it's conscious hip hop, that is, lyrically, it comes from the heart. It's based on, what you deal with on a day-to-day basis. Yep. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much how you see the world. I don't know. There's a lot of hip hop out there that's fairly shallow, and we try not to be like that. I don't know. We come from all sorts of backgrounds with lots of different music. Like I really like songwriters that sort of delve deeply into things, so we try and do the same kind of thing.
Now, Scotty B, you're one of the people behind the production side of things with Kolab. People describe your sound as being sort of jazz, like a jazz fusion, sort of jazz influence kind of thing. Like, when you're actually constructing the beats, for your tracks, like, is that based on like real samples that you've recorded yourself, or is it more sort of old school jazz?
Yes, definitely. Like, we'll take samples from some old jazz musicians or segments out of, say jazz tune that you think that piano lick might be really nice. So you take it up, cut it up a little bit, and then use that to write a new sort of tune from parts of that. So use components of the other people's music. But then, as well as that, we also, like, Tom gets in and lays down stuff over that with guitar, or we've got keyboards that will do stuff with it as well. So it's a big mashup of everything, but it definitely samples, definitely.
And do the members of the band, have like a jazz background? Is that something that you sort of did in school or whatever?
Yeah, I went to jazz school in Christchurch and studied guitar for a few years, and that was cool. So I got all that qualifications and became a rapper, which was good. And these guys are just into funk and jazz and stuff. Didn't study it.
I was a music teacher, so I've grown up around music my whole life. But yeah, never did. I played the drums for a while. Kind of tried the bass, tried the guitar, tried all the different ones, but haven't studied at all.
Right. So there's actually three of you in the band, so it's not just the two of you. Yep. There's also
James Brown.
James Brown's not there. Yep. How do the dynamics of the band actually work? Like when you're playing live together, how do you do it? How does it work?
Well, Scotty does vocals as well as MPC.
Right.
And he's behind the turntables. Yep. I'm out the front jumping around like a crazy man sometimes.
And JB's holding it down on the ones and twos, doing the scratches and the MPCs as well. But we've just changed that dynamic a little bit, where we've gone from, originally we were doing 2 MPCs, just live feed straight out into the system, but now we're going, we just got Serato scratch live, so we're just going to use that as well as the MPCs.
Yeah, so. And drums sometimes as well. Just throwing some, Scotty plays the drums, so sometimes we throw that in.
Live set afterwards, throw down get some samples, but then also have the live drumming, and then Tom will throw down some rhymes. And like Mikey Rockwell, who's coming on the tour with us as well, he's pretty much a permanent fixture at our live stuff. So yeah, it's good to have him around.
Yeah, he can beatbox too. He's mean. So if we haven't got the drum kit, we're just like Mikey.
Yeah.
So this is the Almost But Not Really tour. Why did you call it Almost But Not Really? Is it kind of like just a little
joke, taster?
Really.
Yeah, well, it's only 4 stops, so
we wanted to do more of the South Island, like go to Queenstown, Christchurch, Dunedin, and we know that it's a big thing that we're not going, so we thought we'd mention it.
It's almost, but it's not really. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're kind of doing it. We're getting the South Island, but we're only doing 1 show, so it's kind of almost there, but not.
This sort of ties into my next question, because when we were saying almost but not really, the name of the tour. your EP, which you released a wee while ago, is called Things to Come. But now,
What's coming?
I've heard a little rumour that you guys have an album in the pipeline. When is it happening? What is it? Where is it?
February. Well, March. Sorry.
It'll be out in March, but we're working on it in February. Yeah, and should we say what it's called?
Yeah. As well.
It's going to be called
What comes next?
What Comes Next. There's like the Things to Come EP, and then What Comes Next album, and then we'll follow through with that.
And then will it be the really tour?
Yeah, it'll be the actual tour, or something.
This is a tour.
And the album, is that something you've done yourself, or have you brought in help from other parties?
No, it's just us at the Studio 166 in Avondale. We just go in there and put down the hours.
Well, no,
after you guys
we got Bjorn on there as well. We have had contributors,
yeah,
absolutely. But as far as the music goes, it's been me and JB and Tom making the beats, and then Tom on the rhyme. We've got Rockwell, we've got Shanti,
and Bjorn from the Open Souls. So far,
looking for more too.
Yeah,
but we just need to talk to them and get them on board. We haven't really called anyone yet.
Yeah, I keep talking to them and saying I'm going to do it. They think I'm slack or something. But that's all right.
Okay, so you guys have got a video out for your latest single, In a Beat.
Yeah. Must
be pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, it's been really good. We've definitely had a lot of playlisting, which has been really cool. It was made by Sinjin from NZOWN Pictures, and he did a really good job.
Yeah.
It's sort of set in Central City in Auckland, and it's sort of based on all the madness if you're walking around through town by yourself and you're on your own in a beat kind of thing and looking around at all the crazy world. That's what it's kind of about. And yeah, you guys are playing it now at the moment on Juice. It's cool.
So it's a bit of an introspective kind of feel to the whole thing?
Yeah, it is really. Like, especially if you were like macking with your headphones, you get what I mean, because you're doing your thing.
Just on your mish, wherever that might be.
Yeah.
Or cruising around town.
Yeah. Well, we'll cut to the video in just a second, but just one more time, remind the NZOWN viewers whereabouts you're playing and how they can find out a little bit more information about Kolab and hear some of your tracks.
All right. 28th, we're down at Wellington at Mighty Mighty, and on the 30th we're playing in Aroha at Fat 08 at 4 o'clock on the main stage. It's going to be a real good night. There's heaps of cool cats playing on there that night, and then yeah, that's it. And you can come check us out at www.myspace.com/Kolab Music, and that's all one word with a K. Kolab with a K.
Best of luck, guys, and looking forward to hearing the album in March when it drops.
Cool. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming on the show. This is Kolab with In a Beat.
Cheers.